Hey, it's Gemma here. One of the big regrets I have from my time working as an SW beginning in 2016 was not outing myself sooner to people close to me. I kept it quiet because I believed that was the right choice to do, as two of my children were in primary school. I had an adult child who was living away from me, no longer in my house, but they were just like 17, 18 when I started. I didn't think they needed to know that I was doing adult work. I kept it quiet. And there's a lot of stigma and crap that comes along with the industry. I had a bad experience with outing myself to someone like partway through my career, and that was a really, really horrible experience. And I did not want to experience that from a family member. Unfortunately, because I did not out myself sooner, people close to me guessed, and instead of like check in with me to check if it's actually true, thinking no one or very, very few people know about what I'm doing, gave them a lot of leverage to be able to make up shit about me and just steal the narrative that is my life. So as much as they claimed they cared that I was safe and that was all cool, that means nothing unless you actually communicate it to the person at the time, like just hoping they're safe but not actually knowing. Like I don't know about my fellow SWs, but when you first start in the industry, it's a hard time and you don't know what to expect. And I assume some of the more unsafe stuff we do in our early days, as opposed to when we're a bit more, have a bit more time and experience in the industry. Now, I was probably in a lose-lose situation anyway, as these people are quite obviously now narcissistic and don't give a shit about me. Because I guess if I outed myself to my kids that were under 10 and the other one, I probably would have been demonized as a shit mother for outing myself and informing them about what I was doing. And then I didn't out myself, and it still came up to backfire and kick me in the face. And everything I tried to keep quiet, my whole reasons for keeping quiet about my work, wasn't because I was ashamed about my work. It was just I didn't want my kids to have any negative impacts from my work, especially while going through primary school and then high school. So when it was revealed to me that a few people had guessed and had been outing me to many different people, and these people who I was not out to but were out in my stories, they weren't even my stories. Like they were just making up shit about me and my life. So these people in my life were fine with me doing SW, provided they could control the narratives about why I was in the industry and what I was doing in the industry. So they could make up these stories, God knows what they made up, and tell it to random people that had no need to know anything about my life and spread that. And yet when I discovered they knew, and I shared why I went into the industry and why I stayed in the industry and why I stayed quiet, that was not okay. It's like, don't say that. That's not what happened. Blah, blah, blah. This is what happened. Like, fuck. That's not what happened. That's what you've made up about my life. And SW, like, it's a marginalized community anyway. We don't need people making up stories from their own fucking fantasy head about what happens in our industry. And they claimed they had friends that were SW, but I doubt it, because they're, as us SWs, I think, we know different stuff about the industry. What we find entertaining about the industry is not what civilian people find interesting. Like, we don't laugh about giving someone a happy ending message. We go, oh my God, she did a happy ending. Blech. I mean, that's just part of our job, isn't it? Fuck my life.